After doing interior design for so many years, I've recently started enjoying visiting parks. This is actually a bit strange, because in the past I was faced with blueprints, computers, and all kinds of dimensions every day. But now I find myself becoming increasingly interested in studying one specific thing: why it is that people really like a certain space. When I did design before, I would habitually look at materials, colors, shapes, and various dimensions on the blueprints. But after coming to the park, I discovered something more interesting than all of that. People. For example, when I was walking over just now, the first thing I looked at wasn't actually whether this park was beautiful or not. I would first look at why people are willing to sit down here. You'll find that the truly comfortable spots are often not the most beautiful ones in the park. They might just happen to have a bit of shade, happen to be out of the direct sun, and have a little bit of personal space nearby, and then people are willing to stop and stay. Actually, after doing design for a long time, you slowly realize one thing. When we design spaces on blueprints, we always imagine how they should be used, what should be placed where people should walk, and where they should sit. But in real life, people never live according to the blueprints. They might just happen to prefer sitting right there. I have been working in interior design development for many years. Actually, most of the time this job is quite quiet. A single drawing, a single dimension, a single detail, they might need to be confirmed repeatedly many times. After doing it for a long time, you also get very used to making things accurate. But a park is different. Here, in this open space, no one is going to tell you exactly where you should sit. And honestly, no one out there actually requires you to follow a specific path or stick to a rigid plan that someone else has laid out for you, because you have the freedom to choose your own way. Honestly, there isn't even anyone around to tell you exactly how long you should be expected to stay here in this place. Shenzhen is a very fast-paced city. Everyone is rushing every day, rushing for the subway, rushing for work, rushing for projects. I am the same way, especially after starting my own business. My mind is constantly filled with clients, projects, employees, and what to do next. But after walking into a park, it seems like things slow down a bit. You will find that many people are actually doing nothing at all. I have come to realize that this concept of simply doing nothing is not a waste of time, but a fundamental and necessary part of life. In our fast-paced world, we often feel pressured to be constantly productive, yet I believe that allowing ourselves moments of stillness is essential for our well-being. It is in these quiet pauses that we find clarity and recharge our spirits, proving that doing nothing is, in its own way, a vital form of living. I used to think that good design was just about making a space beautiful and functional, but now I increasingly feel that's not entirely the case. A truly good living space should be flexible enough to allow everyone to live in their own unique way and feel completely at home. Some people prefer to simply sit down on the benches and enjoy the quiet atmosphere, while others really like to keep walking along the path to get some exercise. And then there are those who just love to play right here in the open space and have a great time. And then there are some who just want to be left alone for a little while. Perhaps the truly interesting part of design isn't what we design, but what happens here because of the people. So, in the future, I want to visit these parks in Shenzhen more often. It doesn't always have to be about design. Maybe I'll just look at the trees, watch the people, and see how a city lives. I'm Bingo, an interior designer. Looking at real life through the eyes of a designer